Hey, hi there. My name's Tom. I work for the School of Mathematical Sciences in the Professional Services Department, and it's my job to kind of tell you all about the school and all about our programs. So yes, welcome to the School of Mathematical Sciences. So first of all, why study maths at Queen Mary? What makes maths at Queen Mary unique? Well, firstly, we're a Russell Group university. So that means we're part of the top 24 research universities in the UK. And that adds quite a bit of prestige when you're looking for jobs, applying and going to interviews. We have a very diverse international student body and staff. So there's 170 nationalities at Queen Mary, and this is kind of similar looking number that you'll see when you're coming to the School of Maths, because you'll be learning with and learning from students and lecturers from many, many different backgrounds. And I think that reflects the kind of workplace that you'll eventually be going into as well. It's a very supportive community. So something we're very proud of at the school is that our students, our alumni, and also our staff talk about what a supportive community the School of Maths is. You'll have support from your peers, academic advisors, and we also have a dedicated student support officer in the school. An award-winning mathematics society. So our society has won a couple of awards from Queen Mary for being one of the most active societies at the university, and I'll talk about them in a bit more detail soon. Flexible degree programs. This is particularly true with our kind of standard BSc maths program. There are lots of electives on our programs. So that means you'll be able to kind of choose many different electives and tailor your degree to what your interest and passion is as you progress through your degree. Great career prospects. I'll talk about that in a bit more detail shortly, but 91% of students in our school are in work or further study after 15 months of graduating, according to the latest graduate outcomes survey. And I'll talk a bit about the roles and the employers that employ our students a little bit later. An investment into staff, students, and facilities. We have around 80 academic staff in the school, so we're one of the largest maths departments in the UK. And not too long ago, we had a £18 million investment into our mathematics building. So yeah, I'll show you a few photos and information about that too. In terms of our programs, we have single honours programs, which are kind of this means that they're only taught in the School of Maths. You're only going to be learning from mathematics lecturers. So we've got BSc Maths, which is our most popular program, as I'm sure you can probably guess. And if you're in a more kind of statistical route, this area is becoming bigger and more important these days, then maybe BSc Mathematics and Statistics is for you. You can do an integrated 4-year kind of MSci mathematics program as well. So it's similar structure to the BSc Mathematics program, but in the final year, final and fourth year, you'll be doing things like a kind of a mathematics project. And yeah, it gets a bit more advanced as well, of course. MSci Financial Mathematics as well as another integrated 4-year master's program that we do. So yeah, especially if you're looking to maybe go into finance, this could be the right program for you. And mathematicians are becoming more and more important in this industry. Then we have some joint honours programs. Now, this means it's taught between our school and another school. In the case of BSc Mathematics and Finance and Accounting and BSc Mathematics with Management, this means it'll be taught between the School of Maths and the School of Business and Management. So you'll be learning from lecturers from the two different schools, receiving expertise from two schools, and also having opportunities that will be provided by both schools, including things like the Microsoft EDI Challenge and things like this that we have to offer at the school. BSc Mathematics with Finance and Accounting. Definitely if you're looking to kind of become an accountant, maybe work in audit, any kind of financial industry, this might well be the right program for you. It's our second most popular program too. And with BSc Maths with Management, not only will you learn your math skills, but also this is the kind of program that would appeal to students if you're looking to take on kind of really high level leadership roles, where you'll, because you'll be taking some management modules too. And finally, we've got BSc Actuarial Science, which I'll talk about a bit more now because it's a little bit different to some of our other programs. So with the BSc Actuarial Science program, Actuarial Science, if you're not aware, is kind of all about risk management and calculating risk and things like this. So a lot of students who study this program will go into risk-related roles, things like insurance and pension companies, and so on. Key differences with this program is that, firstly, it's accredited by the Institute and Faculty of Actuaries. So yeah, that's a bit of a rubber stamp for this program of its quality. You will gain 6 of the 7 exam exemptions required to become a professional actuary. So actually, on the completion of this course, if you take specific modules, there are 6 exams that you won't have to do because you've completed this program. If anyone is interested, that 7th exam we can't offer because you have to take that when you actually go into work and start working for a company. So yeah, we can't offer that one, but definitely 6 out of the 7 exam exemptions is a good start. Another thing that our students really love about this program is the actuarial professional development modules. You study one in year 1 and year 2, and this is where we invite professional actuaries from different companies and different areas of the actuarial profession to come in and talk about their work. So it gives students the opportunity to kind of see what kind of roles that they can go into. Now, on all of our degrees, you actually have the option to do a professional placement option. So if you're taking a 3-year degree, for example, if you do a professional placement, your 3-year degree will become a 4-year degree. You'll do your placement in the 3rd year and then return to university to do a 4th and final year within the school. It's a 1-year professional placement that's paid, although we can't guarantee that students will get onto a professional placement because it is competitive. We will help you to support and identify and secure placements. So we'll help you with things like writing your CV, cover letters, interview practice and things like that. And yeah, it's something that will help you stand out if you decide to do this because you've got that really useful experience on your CV. Recent placements have included Goldman Sachs, EY and Renault. And here's a few of our students who quite recently done a professional placement. So I've had Nia, who was an analyst at Accenture, Philemon, who was data and analytics assistant at the Association of British Insurers. That's really useful for him because he's studying actuarial science. So it's very relevant to like what he wants to do in the future. And Samira got an internship with EY for a year as well. Another option, another one of these kind of 4-year sandwich programs, you could do a year abroad. Now, this is available on all maths programs. We have 30 university partners in 12 countries, including China, Australia, Malaysia, Canada, the US, and many more. It's all there on our website. It's just a great experience for students. It's non-credit bearing, so it's not going to affect your final grade. But, you know, for example, you can go to China and you can study a couple of maths modules, but also take some language modules in Chinese, for example. I've recently had a student, she went to UCLA in the US. She was really keen on going into a career involving space. And then, at the end of her year abroad in the summer, she also got an internship at NASA. And yeah, she's looking to do her master's. She's got a couple of interviews at a couple of the Ivy League universities to do a master's kind of space science in the US. So, you need to think about whether it's going to add something to your degree or not. In this case, it absolutely did. But yeah, definitely an interesting opportunity for you. Talking about our Math Society earlier, yeah, it's extremely active. They meet regularly. They have an annual conference. There's occasions when they might do residential trips. So they've been to like the Mathematical Museum in Germany, for example. Lots of social events, including Pi Day, for example, and a lot of careers events as well, where they'll have kind of alumni come in, speak to the students, and also professionals from various different companies. Here's a bit of a snapshot of our recent employers. So yeah, you can see a number of the big four accounting firms, quite a lot of banks there. This isn't that surprising for maths graduates. And yeah, one thing I should probably add is that, we see our students go into so many different kinds of roles. Maths is a subject where you're going to have one of the broadest selections of jobs that you can go into. So, you see a lot of financial related companies here, insurance companies, big four. That's not surprising, but our students go into all kinds of different roles, including we've got like an underwriter, actuary, school teacher. So we have like a module on in the final year. You can choose to do communicating and teaching mathematics module, which like you go into schools and actually get teaching experience. We've got tech risk associate, software engineer, statistician, data scientist, trader, tax associate. So yeah, lots of different roles. What I should point out though is that there is a word that's appearing there quite a lot, which is analyst. That is a job role that we're seeing more and more of, and we're seeing more of our students go into that kind of role. Primarily because students with a maths background are really good at analyzing data, and companies these days have huge amounts of data, but they don't necessarily know what to do with it. So a maths student can analyze this kind of data and maybe work out how to do a process or a job more efficiently. Maybe you can save a company a lot of money or make them a lot of money through kind of data analysis. So yeah, there's quite a few. There's network management analyst, actuarial analyst, global markets analyst, financial modeling analyst, pricing analyst, and so on. So yeah, lots of these different kinds of roles, but the really interesting thing is these are in all kinds of different industries. So you can do this in a kind of company that's related to biology, a company that's related to finance. There's just so many different industries that you could be an analyst in as well. So I mentioned our building. It did undergo quite a recent renovation. We've got a state-of-the-art lecture theatre, which you can kind of see in the kind of bottom right photo here. The undergraduate social hub, it's bigger than it looks in this photo. It's actually quite a large space, and it's a great place for students to meet up, maybe do some group work or just socialize. And yeah, it's a good space for our students. Well, within the building itself, there is also some smaller kind of private and group study spaces that you can go and work in. We've got our IT lab, which is fitted with 42 computers. They also have this kind of Bloomberg terminal software. It's like there's this industry standard software in the finance industry which uses Bloomberg terminals. So you can actually undertake a Bloomberg market concepts qualification at our school. It's just a short kind of e-learning course, but you know, adds a bit to your CV. So it's something you can do at the school. And then, yeah, high quality teaching rooms for seminars. So seminars is more, unlike lectures where it's just a big room full of people. Seminars are smaller group activities with the lecturer. In terms of accommodation, if you join us, put us as your firm choice, then you'll be guaranteed accommodation in your first year. And then usually second or third year students will move out to kind of share a flat or an apartment or a house somewhere close to the university, but there's support and help available for that. Great. Well, I think that kind of brings me to the end of the introduction to our school. We really hope that we see you here in the future. And if you want to get in touch, you can email maths@qmul.ac.uk. Thanks very much and goodbye.